Everybody else should be doing good. Yeah, I can hear it.
You're supposed to do some.
Are you there?
Dance in there. Yeah.
We were.
You were dancing.
Were you all dancing?
We were.
I was too busy trying to figure out why I couldn't hear anything. Sorry, we're a couple minutes late, but that was my fault. I was finishing washing a dog after grooming him, so I was a little bit late.
But here we are.
To the game. But yeah, we were supposed to do some other stuff too, like take pictures and stuff.
I did take pictures.
You did? Okay. Well, we'll
did.
take some pictures, better pictures afterwards. Because I'll go.
I just won't be in them because
You can make yourself pretty in like 10 minutes.
No, it would take years to be pretty.
Oh, that's not true.
Yeah.
You look good. You look good automatically. So anyway, hi everybody. And I will be reposting this to the Exchange channel, the Exchange Diaries channel on YouTube because I couldn't get it to work, so I wasn't going to delay any longer. So I will repost this on there after the show, so it'll be there shortly. But today's topic is, and no, I don't smoke, but these little trays came from Egypt, so they're cool. So I put them on my desk. But anyway, today's topic is going to be a little bit hot and spicy, maybe, or maybe not. I'm not sure. Let's see what the girls have to say when we start talking about the topic. But we are going to be talking about boys and dating. Now, this is not meant to be any kind of slam on anyone. This is really more of a cultural thing. Like, what's the differences and what do girls like? And do they like something different here versus something in Denmark or something in Germany? Dating is obviously a teenage thing. Generally speaking.
I would generally say so, yeah.
And I'm going to take my glasses off because I think they're causing a glare, but we all have our way of doing things in our own country. And also there's a difference between like California and New York and the South, like Alabama. You know, the people are different in each location. And whether you come from the city, which Emma comes from a city, and Lily comes from more of a rural country, more like ours, but it's maybe a little bit bigger. It's worse. Okay, so she's much more rural than Emma is. So there's cultural differences just within themselves from Denmark and Germany, but a lot of their things align. When they talk about it, a lot of things align.
Expectations, what they would expect from just in general, they see a guy and it's like, there's certain things that, and they're along the same lines. And from the little talks that we've had, we haven't dived deep into anything, which there's no need, but they definitely tend to align with what they would assume a guy would, or how he would act and how he would dress and groom. It's kind of the same, and it's not necessarily the same as what they've seen.
And here. I will jump in right off the bat that I heard something. And it wasn't even said to me, but it was being said. And that was that, skinny jeans? Skinny jeans are like, I don't remember. They're like, that was 2010 or something like that. And and I thought
like 2018.
Okay. I thought that we were ahead of the game in the US.
No.
And the girls are like, no, we're like already like that was yesterday, and get over them because you're not girls, don't wear girl pants. But then when I asked them about that, they were literally like, no, skinny pants for anyone, not girls or boys. We don't like them on anyone. And if you're wearing them, you're kind of like,
It's not. I don't say that here to girls. Girls just don't wear it in Denmark. It fits them fine, but like we don't wear it at all.
But what's the
Never.
dislike of them? Just curious.
It's just not our style.
Because I had a pair of skinny jeans apparently that are Lily size. I don't even know why I have them, because obviously we don't need to go into that, but obviously. And I said, here, these would fit you. And she looked at me and she goes,
no,
those are skinny jeans. And I was like, well, just try them on. They might be a little bit bigger for you and you might like them. She tried them on and then she took them off and put them up on the dresser and walked out. Like, no, it's not happening.
No.
And they were like brand new. I've never worn them and I've never seen them before. So I'm thinking my daughter must have left them here or something.
With girls, I'm like, I just don't wear it. I don't care if they wear it. I care if the boys wear it, or the boy I'm with is wearing it. Don't wear it. He's not gonna wear it. But with girls, I don't care. I'm just not gonna wear it because I don't think it suits me.
Is it like doesn't suit you? Do you just see them as not? I guess flattering would be a term for it. You're just not.
It's just not flattering.
You probably have to have a very specific body type for them to actually be.
They look like pretty on like the girls who are very like tall and they have these hourglass figure. Like there are a few people in my class because they wear crop tops and then like you know what?
Still don't like them.
Don't like them.
Well, like I said, it's
I
just
like them then, but I'm way too short for them. I look like plumpy.
I'm just not used to young girls at my age wearing it since like 3 years.
Yeah.
So when a girl is wearing it, I'm like, huh.
So when they were in Denmark or in Germany, did you wear them then?
It's not like it's still not
Did you ever wear them?
Skinny jeans?
Yeah.
I think like in elementary school when my mom still would choose my outfits.
So that right there shows you what a huge difference there is between, I mean, it's one thing. Jeans.
Well, it's only like young girls. Like my mom wears skinny jeans.
Yeah.
It's just
don't
people at my age.
Well, because once we get to a certain age, we just don't give a fuck anymore. Like,
well,
we don't care. We wear what's comfortable. We're not trying to attract anybody.
I don't think skinny jeans are more comfortable than the jeans we wear. I think our jeans is more comfortable. I just think that's their style.
Right. Well, and depending on what era people come from, I know a lot of people that are from the 80s. I'm from the 80s. And I know a lot of people that are from the 80s and they still dress exactly the same as they did in 1984. And they just have never changed. They wear the same jeans and the same t-shirts, band t-shirts all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ew. Like that.
Well, I would say the fashion is like repeating itself.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like the 80s are back big, which it was. Now that I'm seeing them in stores, I'm like, did we really wear that on purpose? Like, ew, that's so ugly. Or now for me, I'm a heavier girl. So I look at everything when I do find stuff that is my size. I'm like, does everything my size have to just be ugly and look like a tent? I want to still look cute. So I buy things and then I alter them. I put new sleeves on it. I might buy 2 shirts, take the sleeves off one and sew them onto the other one to make a nice shirt because I know what it looks like.
Well, the shirts in Denmark were like all the shirts my friends wear, I can't wear them because I'm bigger than them.
Right.
Because people in them are really skinny.
Yeah. Okay. So now, would you quit playing with things?
It's fun.
No, it messes up the screen, and people don't like that. I know what that one looks like, so don't do that. That one's ugly.
I was just trying to see if we could sit there and leave them as the main, because they're the main, and then we picture back and forth, and I don't know how to do that.
Okay. Well,
I can't figure that out.
That's something for.
Yes,
for
you are the main
practicing.
characters.
Yes, they are the main. They are characters, all right. So let's get into the topic of like, what do you like in a boy, Emma?
No, I think she should start.
Lily should start.
Okay.
Because we always make Emma start.
You guys do. I'm like, why is it always me?
It's called age. You're the older sibling.
But
here.
shouldn't it be the youngers first?
Oh, why?
Like,
they learn from the older ones.
Not good things.
Okay, so Lily, what do you like in a boy? And I'm going to say boy, not guy, not man, because you are a child still, and you should not be dating men. You should be dating boys.
When
girls.
is a guy or boy a man?
Like 57.
Oh yeah, that's when the brain is actually grown.
Yeah, my husband hasn't even hit manhood yet.
I guess not. I'm not that old yet. I'm getting there, but not there yet.
He's still a child.
Inside you.
Yeah, he's still a boy. But so we're not going to go into too much out of the weeds. But I will say, and I'm not going to say names, not going to say who, what, where,
oh
or
my God,
why.
my friend made a list. Keep talking.
This is great. Your friend made a list. So we were watching a show. I'm not going to say what show. That way I don't point anybody out, but it's actually somebody we know, and they're on a TV show. And
who?
And Emma was like, now that he's hot. And I was like, he's like 40 years old and has kids. Well, maybe he's not 40. He's in his 30s, 38 or something.
Yeah,
he's late 30s. Got to be
late 30s.
Pushing.
And
did he have kids?
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, he has kids and a wife.
Dilf.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Here we go.
So we'll stay out of the 40-year-old range. Not to hit on this, but it sounds like you're about Russell Brand's age. Too soon? Sorry. Okay. And I love Russell Brand, so I can't help it. But we won't talk about that topic right now. Okay, Lily, what would be okay if you could design your Ken doll, your live Ken doll?
I hate Ken.
Taller.
Okay, no, your live version of a Ken doll. What you would want? What would be the order you would put in for purchase?
Taller.
Tall. Okay.
Like,
you want him taller than you, or tall in general?
Like taller than me is not that hard. But like a bit taller, like that's like, I don't know,
6 foot.
Possible. Well, we'll take what we get.
Okay. Well, no, you take what you get. There's a lot of that everywhere. You gotta.
No.
This is
Where I'm from.
This is you are putting in an order of what your ideal man would be,
I mean,
or
like
boy.
I'm a bit under his shoulder, like that height that he's like a head taller or two.
Okay. You don't want him so tall that you're at his waist.
I want to see his face.
Okay.
So like that, and I like when they're older, like not, I don't know how much older. Like I'm used to people dating older people because like everyone in my family, like most of them, they have quite an age gap.
Okay, so for you, a 1 or 2 years older, or 3 or 4 years older?
Well, like right now, it's like hard because like most of the people are 1 or 2 years older. But like that's fine for me. But like my parents are 8 years, like they have an 8-year age gap, and my uncle, like they have a 14-year age gap, and like that's where I'm used to.
Well, and I will be quite honest. Generally speaking, a lot of women like men older because they're more mature when they're older. Because when they're the same age as us, we're like, "What are you, 2?"
That's like,
Are you a 4-year-old? Do you have to act like
and
a
if they're
4-year-old?
2 years older, it's like a 6-year-old.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You at least want a 6 to 8-year-old to deal with. I mean, I don't want to
What's a
potty train
4-year-old?
them.
No,
I don't want to be potty
toddler.
trained. It's enough you got to train them. You don't need to potty train them too. Yeah. So okay.
yeah,
So you
because
got
it says
taller.
that like women are like 3 years older, like mentally, than men. So
Right.
you need at least someone who is 3 years older than you. So you're like kind of in the same level somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like that's hard because like I'm like 50 right now. I'm turning 16. Like 18-year-old probably wouldn't bother anyone. But like if I would date someone who's 20, I think people would find that questionable.
Yeah, I would probably.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't just question that. I'd be like, "You're going where? No,
I don't think
you're,
so.
You're here. You're here to fix
Sit
what?
down.
You're here to fix what at our house? No, I'm here to pick up little.
Yuck.
I would just shut the door in his face. Like, nope, I don't think so. And then I might be on the phone with Lily's dad. Okay, so tall, a little bit older.
Right
Like
now.
2 to 3 years.
Yeah, for right
Right
now.
now.
When
For
you're
right
when you're
now.
20, 25 is not that big a deal.
Well,
But
like,
when you're 15 and 16, 20 is a problem.
well, my mom, when I met, my mom was, oh my god, she was like 22, and my dad was like 30, 31. So he was like in his 30s,
Okay.
Yeah.
and my mom was in her early 20s.
And she's like, and we're finally on the same age.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Yeah, he was working.
Okay, this is not about your mom and dad. This is about
Yeah,
your.
but that's the
You.
example that
This
I'm
is a-
having.
But true, that's
Okay,
just it.
but-
The
but
example.
You're okay. That's the age part of this. But
Yeah.
what about the attraction part of
the
it?
attraction.
Hygiene, clothing,
Oh my god.
hair, eyes.
I prefer if they have a hairbrush.
No, gotta have a
Prefer if they
hairbrush.
have a hairbrush, and maybe own some shampoo at their house or something like
I
that.
love people who care about like skincare and stuff. Like if it's like boys,
Even boy, yeah,
I
it's
don't think that's unattractive. I think that makes them more attractive.
well, taking care of yourself is actually very attractive.
And like if they like,
You're
do
like, it looks like you
sports-
rolled out of bed and you washed your hair 2
I'm
weeks
so excited
ago.
for my list right
Yeah. See, Emma didn't want to go first, and now we're gonna prolong it because she's dying over here. Like, my turn.
And like if they do like sports and work out, but like they have to find the right way to work out. Like some people in my class, they're short and they are doing like legs and butt workout, and that's not looking good on you, man. Like they're like my height, and then they're like wearing their pants, and then they have their like, no, it just looks bad. So like who knows like what sport is good for them and what makes them look good of them. Like if you're tall, you can like train your arms and legs, but like if you're like short, you shouldn't train your butt. Like,
Yeah, because
do you know when?
it starts looking like your butt is on the ground. You don't have
Yes.
legs at that point. You're just like all butt. I know that line. I know that feeling. 'Cause I am all butt. Yeah. But I'm a lot older, so
Yeah.
I don't really care anymore.
And I like if they have like curly hair,
You like curly hair?
but not like fake curly hair, like real curly
Not
hair.
where they're trying to make it look like
Because
curly hair.
There was like a trend, like it was like in summer, not like spring this year, and all of the boy in my school did themselves fake curls, and it looked so bad.
Okay,
on everyone.
longer hair, shorter hair,
Like
shoulder length.
Shorter hair, and then they had curls, and it just looked so bad.
No, but do you like
What do you like?
shorter hair or
Shorter-
longer hair?
Oh my gosh.
Or shaggy hair?
I like when they like have like short hair, but like not that short, like that it's like there's hair, not that
But
there's
it's like
enough
short hair. Yeah,
short
I don't go
hair,
with the long
but
hair.
longer hair.
The mullets, yeah, the mullets no go, no go on the
Like,
mullets. No, I didn't think so.
I didn't.
I didn't
Are
think so.
mullets coming back in?
Yeah.
It seems like it.
It was
I've
Where
seen
do you
a,
live?
I've seen a
Dear
Like here?
few of
God.
them.
In Denmark, people are getting mullets. My friend got a mullet, and I was like, if your girlfriend don't break up with you, I'm like,
I'm gonna break up with you for
yeah.
her. I don't know. I personally think that mullets were the ugliest hairstyle
Well,
when
it
they
can
started in
suit
the
some of the
80s.
I
people.
didn't like them then.
And my husband, have you ever had a mullet?
Never.
Never. I'm so
Never.
proud of you. See,
I
So
grew up.
proud of you.
I grew up, and like when I
I'll
was
stay married to you now.
when I was, in my teens and stuff like that, I would go to the barber, and it was Dad's barber, and he's like, "You're in my house. You're gonna get,
So my husband
stays
is a
above.
Marine.
Yeah, hair stays above. It doesn't get all shaggy and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It
so my
just did
husband's a
not
Marine,
go
and
there.
he just described the fact that he's been getting a Marine haircut before he ever went in the Marines, pretty much.
No.
They're pretty close. I've seen. I mean, it was longer, but I saw your pictures.
It was always.
It wasn't a high and tight.
No, it was
but
always-
it was
it was
a
always
very,
trimmed.
very trimmed, very good looking hair cut that he had. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I really worry about the hairdo now. So.
Lily is delaying the rest. So we'll get back to Lily in a minute because we have somebody over here. Like literally, I think she is chomping at the bit to do hers. So we're going to actually.
That's the wrong camera.
Yeah, I know that's the wrong camera.
What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna do something.
Focus in because you've got the.
Oh, dude, that's too much. That's too much.
That's too much of me.
There you go. That's better.
I don't want it that far. There you go.
Okay,
there you go.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go through them, and then
Okay, wait. Before you go through them, what are you going through? What is this?
So first, I'm going through my what I want in my future.
And you made this list, or you made it with your friend?
I made it with my friend.
Oh, you two talked about it and went over and
we did.
actually wrote a list of these. Oh, that's not even a short list. Put that up again. We can't read it, but look at how long that. Well, you can't really see.
No, you
It's
can
kinda-
no,
it's
but
kinda washed.
I have
It covers almost the
I
whole
have a
screen.
Pinterest board for my wedding.
Oh, there you
I have
go.
a Pinterest board for my board.
For my board.
But there is 8 things that I want in a guy, and then the rest 14 things is eggs. I get the egg, and I don't want to do that if you're like that. Okay, so first, good style. Yeah.
Now, when you say good style, I'm going to interrupt you in between these.
Okay.
When you say good style, what do you mean by good style? You mean in or just looking good and dressing up or dressing?
Dressing neat.
They don't necessarily have to be in what's the fad, but they have to look nice and neat and clean. Okay.
You just have to be clean.
Oh.
Hair, like how you described it. I'm not sure about the curls. They can have curls. I don't really care,
But a short
It
kept
should
hair.
look fake.
short,
It
but
looks
still
super
long,
fake.
but not.
But if they have curls, it should be natural curls,
Yeah.
not
It
made
looked
up.
like they
curls.
were
I don't
glued
care.
on their head. It looked awful. Really awful.
I think we think about 2 different kind of fake curls.
no.
Some of my guy friends have fake curls, and that suits them.
Now, fake
No.
curls, they got
Some
a
of my best
firm to
friends,
make them have curls. Okay, that's a little different than the ones
Yeah.
where they twist them around something
Mm.
and then basically glue them to their head.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what it looks
the
like.
guy has to be high, higher than me.
Love
He
that.
can't be shorter than
Okay,
me.
so you want him taller than
Yeah.
you,
A little trained. He needs to be older.
a little trained. Now, what
he
does that
shouldn't
mean?
squeeze you, but he should be built.
I would like
you
to see that
you
you
mean
go to the gym.
he should have a body that he actually put some effort into.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
I'm putting effort into his relationships, though.
I don't care if he has a teddy bear tummy.
Okay,
That's kind of what we call them, but like still.
We call
kind
them
of-
beer
I
tummy.
think we call them that too.
Yeah.
Teddy bears.
Okay, he needs to be, if he's from Denmark, he needs to be from Jylland. I don't go with the people from Jylland. Devil's kids. Good. He needs to be good with family, and he needs not to be a mommy's boy. Yes?
Yeah, you don't dig the mommy's boy.
No.
And what's the reason for that?
Like,
Just
you gotta be in a relationship with him and his mom.
And he's probably, most of the time, he's going to take his mom's side. Like, his mom are going to say something about you. He's not going to defend you. He's going to go tell you that my mom said this and she would like you to stop you. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I get that. You want him to be dating you, not you and his mom.
And he's like a crybaby.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my eggs. If he smells, I get the egg. If he's a mama's boy, I get the egg. If he's wearing skinny jeans, I get the egg. If he's little,
slow down.
Oh,
You're talking so
little,
fast.
okay. If he's little, I get the egg. If he's a scooter boy,
Now, do you throw the egg at him? Get out.
We have
Or does your
scooter
dad
boys.
throw the egg at him?
Oh no!
Do I get to throw the egg at him here? Because I mean,
I would like to throw the egg.
while you're here, we're the mom and dad for you. So do
I
I get
think my mom and dad is gonna.
if they come to the door? Do I get to say no? You get an egg and throw. I could be nice enough and make it a hard-boiled egg, but that might hurt more.
But we have like scooter boys in Denmark. I don't like them. Kind of like Tamil girls. You guys don't know really. There's no word for it in English, but it's one type of guys that I'm just not gonna be around. If they have a disgusting room, okay, I get the biggest egg. If you're playing beer bong, and he's like, the ball hits the ground and he's running after it and bending. I get a big egg. Like I can't look at you if you're running after a little ball. No, thank you.
So how are they supposed to get the ball? Is it supposed to just come back to you like?
No, but
Harry
like
Potter's
he
ball,
can
just-
walk after it, not like bending over, and he's like, no.
No.
Okay, I get
No.
it. I get
Just
it.
nonchalantly walk over there, bend over, pick it up, and then come back.
You
Don't-
don't chase it like a puppy.
No. Okay, poor hygienes, fingernails. If they're like, ugh.
Dirty.
Yeah. If he doesn't wear socks in his shoes.
So even if they wear deck type shoes, like boat shoes, which is common here, or tennis shoes, wear at least short socks that go in your shoe. You don't have to be. I have a thing about guys that wear sandals or guys that wear tennis shoes, and they wear like the socks that come up to here.
I like socks where it goes like here.
That's fine.
But
the ones,
that's a German thing.
The ones that wear socks that come up to here in like sandals, or even if they're wearing shorts, I think the socks should be short. If they're wearing pants, I don't give a shit what your length of your socks are because I can't see them.
Yeah.
But if you're wearing shorts and you're wearing rugby socks,
knee-high socks,
you look like an idiot. I am so sorry. You look like a fool.
You just described every German that you could not find on this planet.
Okay.
All right, back to the list.
Here's the last one. I get the egg if a guy sits down and I can see his ass.
Oh, okay. So saggy pants and any of that stuff.
No, like the pants can be saggy. It's just if you sit down, I can see your ass, and
That means
you're not holding the fucking pants up, man.
Or wear a belt.
Yeah.
Do something to go in.
Yeah, because that I have to say that is unattractive. That is unattractive. Here we call it the mechanic crack. If plumber's crack, mechanic's crack, they bend over and you see the whole crack of their butt while they're working, and it is really, really not attractive. I mean, and you can find the hottest guy. Let's see, Ryan Reynolds is very okay. So I just took Emma's breath away. Ryan Reynolds. If he were in my kitchen,
what is that face? What is that face? What is that face?
It's called daydreaming.
She's dreaming about Ryan Reynolds right now.
No, she made a disgusting face. She's like, ew.
Did you? I didn't see. You don't like Ryan Reynolds?
I like him as an actor. But like,
okay.
He's
She
not
doesn't
that
think.
tall. Like when he stands next to Blake Lively, it's like a lot. But if she's wearing heels,
Yeah. Well, a lot of the actors are a lot shorter than we think they are.
A lot of girls, if they wear heels, they're all higher than the boy.
But I think
So
it's kind of
Lily, that means her guy can't just be taller than her. Her guy needs to be taller than her in heels. So if you put a 6-inch heel on, let's go with the high heel. If you put a 6-inch heel on, he still needs to be taller than you, is what you're saying.
so that's what Lily's height is.
That's why she's like
that she's
ahead,
looking for. Okay.
ahead or more.
Well, it's not very high because you.
Yeah, because she is kind of short. Wait, I thought she was taller than you, Emma.
He's not. She's not. She is not.
No, we actually had to actually do that, put them back to back, and actually show Lily because she's like, no, I'm taller, and
because
she's like,
no, the doctor said I'm 5'5" and
Here,
Emma's
can we
5'4".
film one more of those?
Yeah, but look
Let's see
look
her
at
shoes.
look at the
Look
shoes.
at how high her shoes are.
You're filming
That's
yourself.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
There you go.
Look how like there's that. I was wearing these. There's nothing
There's
there.
nothing
Yeah.
to and so she comes home saying, but the doctor said I was taller. And we're like, no. And she kept doing it. Every time something was going on, I had to get something out of the cupboard and I couldn't reach. And I said, can one of you reach that? And Lily says, I'm tallest. So I'll get it. And I was like,
And there
okay.
was no
And
chance, was there?
One, she couldn't reach it either. And Emma goes, you are not taller. And I said, all right, that's it. We're settling this once and for all. Who is taller? I said, both of you take your shoes off, stand back to back. And then I didn't get a measuring stick or anything. I just put my hand at the top of Emma's head, and Lily was at least 1.5 inches, 2 inches shorter. And she's like, I'm like, yeah, about the size of your shoes. There you go. Okay. So anyway, if Ryan Reynolds was here in our kitchen doing something under the sink and I could see his crack, I would still be turned off. I would still be like, no, pull your pants up, please. Or you're going to have to go. Yeah, I would kick Ryan Reynolds out of the house if he was showing his crack while fixing something.
No.
Or getting something out from under the sink. That's just gross. I'm sorry. If I want to see your crack, it's not bending over to pick something out of the cupboard. That's gross. I think it's so unattractive. And do you see Emma's like, you would kick him out of the house?
She is devastated.
Well, first of all, it's easy to say that when there's no
That's like
chance
when
in
you said
God's
that,
green earth
but-
that Ryan Reynolds will ever be in my kitchen. So it's easy to say that.
Well, like there are few people like I have on my like celebrity like crush list who are like short, but like
Who?
I think Gerard Butler is not that tall in my memory, and Tom Cruise isn't also that tall.
No, he is not tall.
No, no.
Cruise is not
he's
tall.
Tom Cruise is one. He's ugly.
Yeah.
He is ugly.
I'm moving.
Yeah.
Well, maybe back in the day when he was doing,
No, he looks so
When he
fine
was-
in Mission Impossible. He looked really fine. You don't watch the movie, you
you
can
know,
like talk
you
with
know
me.
how old he looks
I
now.
did.
What he did when he did
Oh, I
Top
like
Gun
his-
2.
No,
Okay,
he
now
didn't
Top
look
Gun
old.
2,
His
he
hair-
looked old.
like, the
I
thing
like
with
his
Tom
movie.
Cruise is, like if he has short hair, I like him. If he has like long hair, like what he's wearing on the premiere, I don't like him. I only watch like the movies because
Okay.
he has short hair.
So I got to meet that guy, and he's a dick.
Anyways,
I
Anyway-
don't care.
Anyway,
Moving
he's
on.
unattractive inside and out,
I don't
and-
care.
but he is a good actor. I mean, absolutely. I may not like him as a
Pete
person.
Davidson.
I can't even believe that she would say that, but I get his attractiveness as far as he's super funny.
And he's really, really tall.
So that was something that was not on your list. When I saw your list, I really thought that you would tell me that funny was an essential.
Oh my god,
part.
I forgot funny.
I can't believe you did not have funny on your list.
How did you forget that?
Funny and sarcastic, I would think would be on your
that's the
list.
biggest thing.
Those are. I was going to say those have to be important
Why
things.
is that? I'm gonna write that on.
I was going to say you forgot.
You should also put on there sober. Because you'd only need one of you to be drunk all the time.
Here comes the blush.
It's natural blush.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't help that one.
Well, I'm thinking about like
drunk over here.
No, so the dating over here. Okay, now you said what you would like back home, for the most part, but you're here for a year, and you may have at least a date, homecoming or prom or something like that. I know we've had a few chit chats about that, and it's like, well, I don't even want to try to be attracted to anybody because I'm only here for a year. And now at this point, you're only here for another 8 months.
do you know who's really
9 months.
attractive too?
Who?
Young George Clooney.
Oh yeah, and I think he's still attractive, but,
Like for his age, yes.
but I also like his personality, so that has a lot to do with it for me.
Yeah.
I've always
And I think
like
I
if I'm
love his
attracted to
wife more than
somebody,
him.
if you're attracted to their looks at first, and they have a really
Yeah,
crap
obviously.
personality.
Are attracted to looks at first.
Now, we all have to admit, like the celebrities that we might think are cute or not, we only see them in a certain element, a certain light.
and that's
we don't
fine.
necessarily see them.
That's why you can like
in real
think they're
life.
cute because you're never gonna meet them in real life. So I
Yeah.
think it's fun.
Yeah. I mean, so it doesn't really matter that much because you're not going to have the opportunity. Most people are not going to have the opportunity to meet their celebrity crush in person and actually be able to have the sit down with them and get to know them and then think, oh, you're hot too. I would like to date you. That just rarely happens.
Yeah.
So we don't get to know how their personality is because personality can make you look better and it can also make you look worse. Now, I think Keanu Reeves is, I think he's very good looking.
Dylan O'Brien.
Who?
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, what about him?
Everything.
Oh, everything.
From head to toe, everything is not good.
That man, except his height and maybe his personality, is not what I would want to date. Like his hair, I would chop that off. That's the first thing I would do.
So I have a cool story about Keanu Reeves. I met Keanu.
That's my man.
I can't really see him, but
oh my gosh!
wow,
That's
that
Dylan O'Brien.
So I got to
right?
meet Keanu
That's good.
when I was a police officer. I worked security when his Dog Star band came to Phoenix, and got to meet him and actually got to hang out with him for a little while afterwards because the girls wouldn't leave. And man, he was everything that I've heard in the media, everything I've heard about him online from just people, how down to earth and what a genuine, kind person. Lily's gonna have a drink.
That was the wrong mic.
Yeah, she's number 3.
Lily's number 2.
good.
Oh, Lily's number 2. Anyway, he is just the most genuine person ever. He was so kind and so sweet, and I just can't say enough about his looks and his personality to boot.
Well, like after mention him, because that's like the person I find, like the actor I find the most cute. It's a German actor, and he's called Elias Mbarek. That's the guy from Fuck You Goethe, the teacher.
Oh my god! He's so hot.
What show is that?
It's a German movie.
A German movie? or
It's-
TV show?
It's a movie. It's the
What's the name of it?
Fuck you, Goethe.
Say that again. I
Fuck
can't.
you, Goethe.
Fuck you, Goethe.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Here's that
That's
dude
very
is like he died like a few hundred years ago, and he wrote like if some stuff.
Oh, okay. So there you go. If you want to watch that German movie,
And there's
see
like
who this good
there's a
guy
book or
is.
film. It's like that small, but everyone who wants to graduate fucking school in Germany has to read that stuff and write an essay about it, and it's a nightmare because it's the oldest German you can find on it planet. It's a nightmare. I read the first 2 pages from like a friend who has to read it to graduate.
Here's this. This is the man we're talking about.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm gonna have to find him.
Oh
real quick.
wow.
So you guys talk for a second while I search
Well,
this out.
Okay,
I will put
I've
his
got
face
a
on
question
the
for you.
screen.
Oh.
Sure, let's go.
So, I don't know, you're down in the South. Alabama is a
Mhm.
very southern state. So I believe your best friend at school. I don't know if she's your best friend, but the cheer captain. You guys have been fairly close friends and everything else. She really encouraged you to come onto the team and stuff like that. She's African American. How different is interracial in Europe compared to here?
Well, like I don't care if I'm dating like a white or black person, but in my school we have like 1,000 people, and I've seen like one black kid there, like ever,
Mhm.
and that's like the person. He's in my brother's class, I think, because they went to elementary school together. But I have never seen a black person in my school. Like we don't have. Okay, I live in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, right,
So
right.
probably nobody's gonna like move there.
All right,
So like
Emma, how does that?
Emma.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm listening.
But-
I'm just really.
You're like
Do you-
so loud.
Do you
No, I'm shocked that
that
there
she
was
does?
only one.
There's only one in the
Yeah.
in school, because here obviously there's quite a few.
Well, there is in Denmark
everybody.
too.
Right.
It's nothing. There's nothing different there
Okay,
at all.
okay.
No, at all.
See, and that's just it. I really did not know how there might be, differences and stuff like that. So that's because that's something too. Some people are very specific that, they, it's just another day, no big deal, for interracial couples to be together and stuff like that. So I didn't know how. So obviously, I would assume for Lily in Germany, you don't see a lot of interracial couples and all.
Well, like we have a lot of people like from like Turkey or
Mhm.
Syria. That's a lot of like mixed couples, but like Turkish people and like people from like Arab who live here, they're so into our culture. Like
Okay.
I don't like see them as like a difference.
Okay.
Because like most of them there like grew up there. They
Mhm.
live here as long as I live in Germany, so there's
There's a lot of. Why does that sound?
Just
so
because you're so
weird?
far away from the mic.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
That's the difference. Is
There's-
just how
there's-
far away you
there's
are
weird.
will really kind of sound
There's a
different.
lot of people from Turkey too in Denmark.
Yeah. Well,
But-
that's just it. I mean, everywhere is getting to be more and more intermixed as far as cultures and beliefs and all that other stuff. So, all right. So back to.
I think having different cultures is actually really good for people because it teaches you. I mean, I think that's the biggest part of why we do an exchange. Why we
Mhm.
bring people from different countries to the U.S. And we have a saying here for Alabama is bringing the world to Alabama, because it's you can get into a pigeonhole of you only see things one way. You only see things from your community or your place, and you don't see anything else outside of that, except for maybe TV. And TV is not real. Reality shows aren't real. Nothing is real on TV. even people that do YouTube channels, there are a few that are just down to earth in themselves, but for the most part, everybody's putting on a show. Everybody's putting on an act. Everybody's acting a certain way. So you only see it from that perspective. But when you are immersed in it, you see it from a different perspective, and you're able to see and learn from different cultures and different ways of seeing things. And, just you're both females from Europe, but there are differences between Denmark and Germany. There are differences between your places and Sweden or Scotland or Ireland or the UK, and it keeps going. There's no one puzzle piece fits in everywhere.
No, but I think if a country that has like a lot of German things, I don't know how to say it, is Denmark, because you took Denmark for like 5 years. So there's a lot of things where you're like that.
There's a lot of German influence in Denmark. Got it.
Right.
Because it's not that long ago at all.
No. And you hold on to some of those things because
we do.
And they were very close.
It's history.
They were very close prior to the war too. So,
And we work really close with Germany right now too. That's why we're learning German in school, because we do a lot of business and stuff like that.
Right. It makes sense to do those things. Whereas other countries, I mean, Emma, you have traveled quite a bit, so you've seen quite a difference in all different continents, and not just, you haven't traveled just in Europe. You've traveled all over the place. So when you're looking at boys, you have seen a different gamut from Africa to the US. And there is
to Asia.
There's a difference in so many, like she said, they can't go to Thailand anymore. Because
that's an inside joke.
Have a child every time they go to Thailand. So, but I mean, we have our differences, and then so now that brings me to the South. You're now in Alabama for the next, well, it was 10 months, but they've been here for 2, so they have about 8 more.
2 already?
Just pretty much.
Next week, I think.
Next week will be 2 months already. Yeah.
That's
yeah. Time is kind of flying.
We're
isn't
gonna
it?
have to have a special dinner and have a 2-month anniversary.
That is gonna make me cry.
Time is flying, isn't it?
Time is flying. Don't get me started, because when we go to leave, I'm going to be really sad. So we're going to stick with Germany.
I don't know if I'm going to cry, but
we're going to be really, really, really cool for 1 second. We're going to talk about we're going to move into local. But before we move into local, I'm going to share my screen really quick so that where's my share screen?
It says present.
Yeah,
present.
I can't
there,
read.
right there. Yeah, that was it.
I can't read.
And I'm so happy because I can watch the movies and I can understand what he's saying.
Top one.
And he has a really attractive voice.
I can understand what he's saying too.
Like subtitles.
So this.
No, we saw it with subtitles.
So this here is
meant.
So
because I can read some.
This is the guy that's in the movie that the girl said is really good looking. So that's like is that like your ideal guy right there?
Kind of.
So a guy that looks like that. I see. Well, he's got some of that curly hair you talked about, but real curls, and he's got the short hair.
There's a TV show he was in the early 2000s, which is called Turkish for Beginners. It's like one of the most hilarious shows I have seen, and that's where he's in like his early 20s, or I think he is 2019 in the show when the show starts. And he's really fine.
How old are you now?
How old is this guy?
He's like 40 now.
Well, yeah, go to the IMDb.
He's like 40, I think.
Born in 82.
Born in 82. Yeah, he's definitely much older. I would have to say that is for
well,
sure.
like when the movies were made, like Fakir Goethe, he was like in his 30s, and when like Turkish for Beginners was made, he was like. You have to Google him when he was on that show.
Well, Sean Connery was good looking, and he was from my mother's era, you know. And when I saw him in movies and stuff, I'm like, man, he is so good looking. But he also had like a really cool personality, and his accent. You cannot even explain the accent part with a Scottish accent is very attractive. So is an Australian. Now I can do a very good British accent, but
I was kind of waiting for a reaction. What about accents? What do you?
Brits, but Australian, ooh,
a Danish accent.
Well, they're like like Germans with a really heavy accent. If they speak English, that's like one of the biggest turns off you can have. Like
a turn off. Okay.
Yeah.
But like I like British man because there are some really fine ones. Like, do you know Andrew Garfield?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like him, but
although in a British accent you can say some of the worst things in the world and you still sound polite.
Oh, like the one dude from One Direction, like Zayn Malik.
So apparently Emma is looking for a real guy and Lily is looking for an actor.
I'm not looking.
That's the key to it is Emma. Okay, so let me clarify that one more time. Emma's not looking for anyone at all, and Lily is looking for an actor. So if you happen to be this tall and fit into this category and you're on this show, please give us a call because Lily
take her to homecoming. I don't want to.
She would like to go to homecoming with a very good-looking actor.
No, wait. Prom.
Well,
take
yeah,
her to prom.
Yeah, you need prom. We definitely need.
I need one for prom too.
We need to do prom because it's too close to homecoming. What was that? I was talking.
If you fit my description, you see this video. Just slide into my DMs. We'll work something out for prom.
You better send me a message first so I can vet you.
Okay, so real quick, Denise Zamora says that she'll have to watch after work, but she has a daughter who's 13 and likes a football player, but she's gonna be back, so she's watching. Claire Word says, Emma and Lily, I love you.
We love you too, Claire.
So there you go. So just so you know that you got some.
We have a few people starting.
A few people starting to follow.
I mean, this is only our third episode,
right.
So we will have more episodes, and I like this.
We could make like a whole episode talking about actors.
Yeah.
We have
apparently this was supposed to be just about boys you might be interested in. This turned into.
Well, I'm not interested in.
This turned into a 40-minute. Which actors are cute?
But the thing is, it is
what we gear everything toward.
The show. It's what we geared this show around, though. Is what is it that would be a yes and what would be a no as far as their personalities, from their background, from what they've grown up knowing and liking and stuff like that.
So we'd have 7 minutes.
Is that my mom?
That would be, I believe, Emma. You got to read what that says. I can't quite read it.
No.
Go off, Mom.
My parents, they don't know how to watch this.
No, I don't.
I just took 15 minutes earlier.
Do this.
Hi, Emma's mom. I love your daughter.
Get off.
She's not easy to deal with, but sometimes she can be nice. And that's why
she's saying I'm not nice. That's not okay.
I said you're really nice. You're just not sometimes easy to deal with.
She's just scared of me.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Get me out of here. This is not a safe living environment.
Oh, whatever.
That is so. She is so mean.
Yeah, and she's scared of me. Like she's the mean one there.
She is. You know what?
But
I have to say, we're going to have a whole other show coming.
I don't know if you caught it, Emma. Your mom did. It was a wink on there too. So at the end. Oh, now there's heart eyes on there. So.
Okay, Mom.
Well, I do have to say that when the girls got here, if Lily had a problem, she went to Emma, told Emma so that Emma could tell us. Now I'm afraid of Lily. Like, why? I don't want to piss her off because when she was at the table at that one restaurant we were at, she's like, and then I chased the guy down and I hit him. I was like, okay, so she's just this silent,
she's
cute,
they always
sweet. When
we were at Olive Garden.
Was
that wasn't it?
BJ's?
Well, that's
that one. Okay.
So there was this guy, like there were guys always in elementary school, and they were weird and they were hitting us. And none of my friends were scared. And my mom always told me if someone's like being mean to you, you being mean to them, but you double it. So I chased them and I hit them.
See, she was
and they ran away.
She was just being protective.
Okay, so we have 5.
I'm not scary. I'm just a very protective.
You are a protective person,
yes.
But you're protective of your friends as well as yourself, which is admirable. Okay, we have 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
In just a quick rundown, if someone were to be wanting to ask you on a date here for
in school,
homecoming or prom or something like that, what are the requirements you would want here, let alone your list? But there's a few things that you weren't on your list, like funny. Or is that something that you're like, I don't want to go with a boy here at all, or I do want to experiment with, what it's like to date a boy in the U.S.?
Why are you looking at me?
Because I'm asking you a question.
She doesn't want to answer.
Her answer is like, I don't know. Okay, what about you, Lily? Are you interested in even not dating and getting a boyfriend? Because we've already talked about that. You're here for such a short period of time. That's kind of silly. But just to go out, just to be taken to the prom or homecoming, because it is something different here in the U.S. that you guys don't have back home.
Well, I think I would like go out like with people. Like I'm not looking for it, but like if like there would be like a guy and I would be like, man, you're failing everything, I would go out with him.
So,
sure.
So you're willing to at least give it a go.
Yeah.
Emma, are you willing to give it a go or no?
No, I don't.
She can't do anything but giggle and laugh. So I'm going to take that as a no.
Comment on the topic.
I'm not going to say it's not no. Oh no.
Is it one of those? Is it one of those never say never type things?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. You're definitely dying to go out with somebody, but it's a never say never.
But are you looking forward to the experience of experiencing homecoming or prom? I know you kind of mentioned the other day that your date was going to be Lily.
She is.
So you guys are going to homecoming together.
Homecoming, yeah.
Okay. And then it's so new.
I think prom is just different. Homecoming
and prom is a longer way away where you're going to be, people a lot better. You have an opportunity to make a better decisions than being thrown into, hey, will you go to homecoming with me? Especially when you guys have not done that before,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Emma, you're being told that you can date if you want, but you're still coming home.
Yeah.
Well, I have to tell him, and like one of my dad's.
Well, and I
really
like that because that one was in English. The other ones were
Mom,
in Danish.
What are you doing?
The other ones were in Danish, so I'm going to have to look up what those meant.
Oh, okay. I can tell you. The first one is Emma. I'm learning something new. She's just talking about she's learning something new about watching this about me.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what was the other one?
It's the same.
The same.
It's the same.
Okay, gotcha. So
yeah.
So in conclusion, are there anything that has hit a button here in the US that makes you pro for US guys or no for US guys?
Well, like,
is there such a difference
I'm gonna
between
be honest? I like when people have a driver's license like here already. Like they're not waiting for it. Like I'm here. I'm getting my driver's license the minute I'm turning 16. If I'm
already 16, but
Yeah. Well, next semester we start driving school.
well, we can start
But it's
now.
not the
Well,
same
yeah, we can
thing,
start.
but-
We need to get the book so you can get your permit.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've got a few
we can
things.
because
start
I can
driving, you guys.
start getting
Yeah, 'cause
some
we can
new, 'cause
start
I am
training you
16.
Right. No, we've
ourselves.
got to
I'm
go
gonna
through
turn
the
17 at that point when
Right.
we
Yeah,
start
yeah.
doing this
Yeah.
whole thing.
So we need to go and get the book from the DMV. But anyway, so you like somebody that has a driver's license. So would you
Me
you be more inclined, both of you or one of you, to go out more in a group setting with a few other people
Yeah.
rather than just with a boy?
Yeah,
Would you be more comfortable that way?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Well, on that
Then I
note,
think we
we
should
are
go with,
On that note,
on that note, we are at our
like,
at our
with
hour mark.
friends, like
yeah,
when our friends go out, it's like they're out and they're too spying behind. That's what we did to one of my friends. I'm not gonna say names.
okay, so now we are at our hour mark. So we are going to say goodbye. And I say
Bye-bye.
goodbye in English, American speaking. Goodbye. We will see you soon.
Cheers,
Steve, say
Steve.
goodbye.
Bye, Steve.
And girls, say your goodbyes.
Say
Cheesy. Cheers, cheers.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Pussy.